Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Marguerite. Welcome if you are new. So I did a really pretty festive green glitter eye that I'm about to show you. Just want to warn you that I look really pale and ghostly without makeup on because I did a really white primer to mask all the redness in my skin. So yeah, let's get started with this look. Ooh guys, this is gonna be glam, glam, glam. First, prime your eyelids because you do not want any greasy eyelids. You don't want any creasing, and you want this eyeshadow to stick. All right, got those eyelids primed. Now I'm going to use the Subculture by Anastasia Beverly Hills palette for this tutorial because it has some of the most beautiful green shades. Let me show you a couple other options you can use that are very similar. I had a very hard time deciding which palette I was going to use, but I want to keep using this Subculture palette just, you know, so I can give you guys a good update on what I think of it. So the Jaclyn Hill palette, if you have that, what I would use would be, first I would start out with a bunch of these tan transition shades and then go in with this on the outer part of the eye and then this on the lid. So that could be a good option. And then also this NYX Full Throttle palette and the color Explicit. I originally was going to use this, but it just doesn't have any transitional shades. But I really like that green shade, and I think that's similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture, that green shade. So this is a great drugstore option. Also the NYX Earth palette is really good as well. The shade Broke, but this green shade. And then there's this glitter green, which is another good option. So I got my lids primed. Now I'm going to go in with the Subculture palette. Now I want this very green and very smoky, but first I'm gonna put down some transition shades. I'm gonna start with Dawn because that will help the green to not look so muddy, and it will help the green to look more smoky. I'm starting with my eyes just because I'm going in with glitter and I don't want this to get all over my face. So I'm gonna then go in with foundation and show you that whole routine. I'm gonna go in with Roxy and apply this in the outer part of my eye and blend it into my crease. I'm avoiding my lid, but blending it upward and out. Now I'm gonna take a little New Wave, this mustardy color, and go over everything. I think this is gonna be pretty and help the green pop. Now I'm going to take a little fudge. Gotta be careful with this color because this is so dark and pigmented it can get very muddy very quick. So I just lightly tap my brush in it. And I'm just applying this in the outer part, carving out my eyelid. So if you don't have a definite crease, then you can create one just where you think it would be in the middle between your eyelashes and your eyebrow. That's pretty much where your crease falls. So you can lightly create one. Usually I like to blend shadows, all the same shadows under my eye, but I'm gonna wait to really do that till after I have my foundation and concealer on, because I don't like having that all under my eye and then applying concealer. It'll just get kind of messy. So you can see this fudge brown shade is pretty muddy and messy, and I'm gonna clean up these edges, by the way. If you have this palette, you really just wanna go in with a tiny bit of the brown and work your way up because it gets really muddy easily. It takes a bit to blend out. There, it's not too bad. Okay, now let's get into the greens. I'm just gonna use this brush that came with the palette, believe it or not. I'm gonna take this flat side. Oh, is that what I use? Which has some of that eyeshadow base, that cream eyeshadow base, but that's okay. But take a more flat brush. I'm just cleaning that up a little. And then first I'm gonna go in with Destiny. I'm gonna build up all these green shades on my lid and smoke them out a little. Now I'm gonna go in with Access. and then now Untamed. Now I'm gonna dip my fluffy brush in Untamed just to blend out the edges. And I'm okay with this looking a little messy because I'm gonna go in with glitter on the lid. And then once I have my foundation on, I'm going to blend this out under my eye. So this is going to be very intense. So I have these two glitters and I'm going to mix them. I have this NYX glitter in the shade 3, and this is more like turquoisey green, which actually this perfectly matches this. But I want to mix a little bright green in with it too, because this color is more Christmassy. I'm just going to use the same flat brush, and I'm going to use the Too Faced glitter glue. I'm going to dip my brush glitter glue, apply it on my eye. I'm gonna get my glitters ready. I like to dump in the lid and work from the lid. This can be very messy, by the way. So I have the bright green, and now I'm gonna dump some of this NYX turquoise green in there and mix them. This is more like a blue, a bluish green, and then mix those two colors. So now I'm just going to apply some of this glitter glue onto the brush, directly onto the brush, and then wipe this on my lid. And then quickly I'm going to go in with the glitter, but I'm just going to try to concentrate the glitter on my lid and not go above my crease. Ooh, look at that, look at that. That is everything I could have hoped for in a glitter. I must say that glitter glue is good. I've never really used that by Too Faced, and everything stuck to it really fast, really quickly, and didn't fall out. But look how pretty that is. Now let's see, do I want an eyeliner? I might apply a little eyeliner. Why not? I'm just going to use the Felt Tip Sephora liquid liner. I'm gonna apply a little liquid liner just close to my lashes. This is gonna help my false lashes blend in because I am in the mood for some false lashes today. Now I'm going to clean up a little. I have my eye makeup remover and a little cotton swab. So I'm going to clean up a little under my eye, you know, but I really don't have any fallout. I'm mainly just cleaning up. I guess I can just get a Q-tip. I'm mainly just cleaning up in here because some green got in there, and that's a little too dark for my the inner corner of my eye, because it just casts a shadow and make you look more tired than you are. So you usually want light colors here. I guess I'm gonna go on and apply my false lashes just to make sure no glitter falls onto my face before I go in with foundation. I'm just using the Ardell Demi Wispies. These are my favorite false lashes because they're really light. Every other high-end kind I've tried are way too intense, and they really weigh my eyes down. So these are super light, but very dramatic. Still gives you some drama, but overall pretty natural. So it's a good lash, and you can get it in these multi-packs. Save some money if you like false lashes. I have not worn false lashes in a long time, and sadly these are coming off right after I apply them because I am not wearing these when I pick up my boys from school. All right, time to warm up this face because I look ghostly white. I used a really white primer because I just have so much redness on my face. I'm really self-conscious of it, so I really wanted to cover up that redness. But I realized I look like I'm lifeless. So let's bring some color onto this face. I am using the Dior Forever Teint Haute Perfection Tenue Extreme Sublimiter de Pore Perfect Makeup Everlasting Wear Pore Refining Effect with Sunscreen. You know, I will tell ya, this is not worth the money. And I don't know why I'm using it today. I shouldn't have used this for you guys. This has a perfume smell, which you know I do not like. High-end products have lots of fragrances in them, which makes me cringe. But I just felt like using really fancy products for this tutorial. So maybe I'll title this high-end holiday makeup because I have a lot of high-end makeup products that I'm using, but this is not necessary. I'm not gonna rave about this for you guys. There are a lot of foundations. A lot of them do the same thing for me. Personally, I think it's skincare and how you prime your skin that really helps determine how your foundation and makeup lasts. So I just happen to have this and I just felt like using it. That is just my answer. And I know it's a stupid answer, but it is a very matte, like it has a nice matte finish and it really does stay put. I find that I don't get very oily when I wear this. Then I'm going to first brighten my under eye with this Algenist Peach Color Corrector Eye Brightening Serum. I love this. If you have fair to medium skin tone, peach is great under your concealer, especially if you have dark circles. If you have medium to dark, then you can use more of an orange or even a red, a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of red, and that can really cancel out dark circles. Next, I'm going in with the Bye Bye Undereye by IT Cosmetics. This is a very full coverage, very thick, sticky concealer. I haven't used this on my channel in a while. A lot of people don't like this because it's very thick. It's kind of hard to get out of the tube, but usually I will apply it onto my ring finger, warm it up with my fingers, and that really helps melt it so it will blend. And then I press it under my eyes. But this, I think, is one of the best full coverage, thick concealers. I know this concealer rubs a lot of people the wrong way just because it's so thick and creamy, but it really stays put. It will not budge. Once you have this on your eyes, it really is a good little guy. This is really gonna add some definition under my eye. This is just gonna be a great way to highlight areas as well. That's why I always even it out. I put it on my forehead, my chin, bridge of my nose. Now I'm going to warm up my skin a little with this Giorgio Armani Maestro Liquid Summer in the color 100. I don't know if I've ever used this on camera. This lasts forever because this is so pigmented. So usually I'll just put a drop, one drop on my brush, and then warm up the skin. And it just gives me some good old warmth. This is a little more orangey, so this isn't contouring. This is just warming up and bronzing my face. Okay, sorry, my camera just died, so I hope the quality didn't change, but it probably did. So now I'm going to set on my cream products. I'm using the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. This has been one of my favorite setting powders lately. It has a nice peachy cream color. I think this is just their universal color. It's hydrating, it doesn't dry out my skin, and I like to use a stippling brush to set, just gently stipple on the powder because you don't want to move all the cream products you just did. So I just press, and then lastly, whatever's left, then I gently go under my eye. But I don't want to dry up the under eye area too much because then that can lead to creasing. Then a little secret I like to do is go in with this Hourglass ambient lighting palette, and then I always take this first color, the dim light, and then lightly go over places where I like to highlight, and it just kind of softens the skin and helps your skin look a little more smooth. So now I'm gonna do bronzer. I want this to look a little more defined and contoured, so I'm gonna go back in with this Becca powder and grab this thin angled brush. This is by ABH Cosmetics, 127. Their angled brush, very affordable, ABH Cosmetics online. Try to tap off a little of the excess, and then I'm gonna apply this under my cheekbone where I'm gonna contour. See, yeah, there you can see that more. And this is just gonna help create a nice defined sharp line. You can do it on the side of your nose if you like to contour your nose. This will also dry up a lot of oil. So, you know, if you're very oily right here or on your forehead, then you can pack a little of this powder on and let it bake. But I tend to not do that in other places just because I have super dry skin. But like this is just gonna help my contour be really defined. Now for bronzer, I'm gonna use the Armani number 100 I like this color. It's pretty universal. It's more cool tone and gray tone, so it's great for contouring. I'm gonna take this Tarte double-ended brush. I love this for contouring as well, but yeah, this isn't orange or too warm. I got this in the Sephora sale last year. And then I'm just gonna wiggle this around my face. But this line, that powder line we did, is gonna prevent it from going underneath into the hollows. So it's just gonna help your cheekbones look more lifted. It's a great little contouring trick. I did it in my how to contour video as well. Perfect. And then you can go back in with that stippling brush and just go a little in the circular motion. That will get rid of that harsh line if you still see a harsh line there. But that will help get rid of that harsh line. And then wipe away that powder. Okay, now for blush and highlighter, I'm gonna go in with this new Becca. I got this in the Sephora sale. This is the Apres Ski Glow Face Palette. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to first use a little of this. I believe this is the Winter Berry color. I'm gonna take my stippling brush, just lightly tap this in here because Becca products tend to be very pigmented. And just lightly, I'm going in super light motions and upward circular motions, just applying that on my cheek. What a pretty color. Now I'm going to take a little of this blushed copper and just go up here, one of my favorite colors, and that will kind of ombre the blush. And then now I'm going to take a smaller tapered brush. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Powder and Sculpt brush. I'm going to go in with Opal. This is just their iconic highlighter shade. Just apply that on the top of your cheekbone. Just a little. Sometimes highlighters just don't look good on my skin. Apply a little on your nose, just the center, a little on your Cupid's bow. All right, yeah, very pretty. Now I'm going to set everything. So first I'm using, this is new for camera, but this is Caudalie Grape Water. I've been using this in the winter months because my skin is so dry and tight. So it really helps moisturize. It's gonna make sure I don't have a super matte look. And then I'm gonna go in with my Caudalie Beauty Elixir, which this is more mattifying. This adds great skincare benefits. And these products will just really help my skin look more healthy and help the powders blend in with the cream products. And it's just so pretty. So I just lightly missed this because it's a very like wet skincare product. This just gets more heavenly every time I use it. Letting that dry. I better do my brows now and then we'll finish with the eyes. All right, I'm gonna finish my eyes because I don't know where I don't have a brow pencil down here. I'm going to apply this Marc Jacobs in the Buff Highliner, pretty cream shade into the center of my eye. You can even take some of that Opal or whatever highlighter you're using, even that Icicle, I kind of like that, and then apply that in the center part of your eye as well. Now let me see, you know what, I guess, well, what brush did I use? This one's a little too thick. I'm just gonna do this one. This is pretty thin. Mikasa E310. So I'm gonna pretty much use the same colors I use. So this, first start with those and blend my lower lash line. About 3/4 the way, okay? And I wanna connect this. These are super pigmented. But I'm going to make this bottom lash line very dramatic. So there is that. Now I'm dipping in a little bit of fudge, just tiniest bit, and just concentrating this on the outer part. Now I'm gonna dip into Axis. Guess I really didn't need to dip that much. Ooh, you really want to be careful with this and really apply those tan shades under so it doesn't look like you got a black eye. It'll just help it look more smoky. Now I'm going to extend this out a bit. So this kind of covers up the eyeliner. I might need to go back over that eyeliner. But I'm extending this out to create a big eyeshadow eyeliner. Now I'm going to apply my inner waterline with a green eyeliner. I think this would be so pretty and complimenting of the whole look. So this is Sephora waterproof crayon in the color 21 Fairy Tale. It has some green sparkle in it. I got this a long time ago, but I imagine they still have it. Ugh. Hit my eye with that. Ugh. Nothing that peeves me more than hitting the eyeball with the product. Okay, now mascara. I'm not gonna worry about reapplying eyeliner to the top. I think the dramatic extended eyeshadow wing is perfect. Oh, but I'm using a drugstore mascara, the Lash Paradise L'Oreal. Really like this one. Okay, now lip product. The Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW lipstick. This one is my favorite nude. It's so pretty. And I'm going to apply a little gloss over it. This is the MAC Dazzleglass. This is a good one. It makes it super sexy and glossy and fun for a holiday party. I just love a glossy lip at the holiday time. So slather that all over your nasty lips. Let me go get my brow thing. So this is the final makeup look, ladies and gentlemen. I just went with a nude lip because the eyes are so intense. I personally feel like nude lip just complements my skin when I do such an intense eye, but you can go red, berry, plum, whatever your heart fancies. Here is the green sparkle. So festive for Christmas time. I personally love this look. I love how it came out, and I would wear this to a holiday party. Would you? Or is this too much? So let me know if you have any other holiday makeup looks you want me to do. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you are having a great holiday, and I will see you in my next video. Farewell, farewell. I don't know why I get really weird like that at the end when I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.